Hi, it's Bill here from Maverick Automotive again, bringing you the latest tips, trends, the growth hacks, and strategies for car sales and marketing. What I wanted to talk to you about today is Instagram. I just did a post where we have the what do we have there on Instagram? Oh, we have four growth hacks of Instagram. We also have a rookie mistake. I want to talk to you a bit about Instagram and social media in general. So when you're thinking about social media, think of it as a way to meet people and engage in relationships online. Too often, what I see when I go to dealers and common comments that I get that people are asking and emailing me is, what do I do with social media? It doesn't work for me. When we dig in a little deeper, we find out that they really haven't tried it. They haven't given it a fair opportunity. They haven't really given it a fair shot to see some feedback. They usually do like one post, it's of a car, and they're asking people to buy it. Well, if it was that easy to just post cars on Instagram or on Facebook or on YouTube and just make sales, well, why would dealerships even need you? Think about it that way. So one of the things that I really want to hit home with today is building relationships and making sure that you're building a relationship with your potential customers online. So another thing to think about is, who are your customers, or who do you want to attract? So if you're laying there in bed eating potato chips, that might be a silly example, but think about it in a way of, who's your favorite customer to deal with? So let's say if you're into health and fitness and you have lots in common with those types of people, wouldn't that kind of be your customer on who you should target and start interacting with on social media? Wouldn't you find that those sales usually go the best? So I'm going to get to that in number 2, talking about hashtags and stuff. But first thing, get on Instagram. If you looked at the people in your dealership, how many of them are actually on Instagram right now? Any of them? If they are, it's probably their personal accounts, or they're showing you fun stuff of what they were doing on the weekend and stuff. So first of all, let's talk about a growth hack. Right off the bat, make sure you have, when you are posting, and I assume that you have an account, make sure in your bio you have a link in a way that a person can contact you. So whether it's a link to a website, whether it's an email, for most of you at dealers that I go to, it's going to be email. Make sure you have a link in your bio. That way, when a customer has that kind of connection with you, they know how to reach out, and they can instant message you on Instagram, or they can email you, which is a bit more private. And guess what that is? That's a lead. So you're generating a lead that way. Number 2, hashtags. What do I mean for hashtags? Well, if you want to attract the right people, you got to hashtag the right way. So let's say you're a musician in Los Angeles. Well, if you want to attract other musicians because you hit it off with them really well, make sure you're using hashtags for musicians, because that's where they're going to go and start to see that you're interacting with them, and show ways that your product, you, are tailored to them. Because that is the whole point of relationship building. It's building value in yourself, the dealership, your product. So how can you build value to musicians? So maybe if you have a van or a truck, an SUV, think of the ways that it can benefit. Or if you're a musician yourself, what kind of vehicle do you drive? How does it benefit you? How is it going to benefit your customer? What are the things that are going to separate you and that are going to attract that customer so they do contact you in your bio? And it's about building a long-term relationship. But those hashtags will get picked up and will slowly start to go in their news feeds if they're looking for that type of stuff. But that's a way for you to get out there. Next part. If a customer doesn't contact you, that doesn't mean that they haven't seen a lot of your posts. Some of them might just come straight to the dealership. And having that online presence and reputation, some of them might just come straight to the dealership, which means if you're only posting pictures of, and I see this happen all the time, if you're only posting pictures of cars, how do they know what you look like? So they come to the store and somebody else gets that customer for the hard work that you've done. So make sure you have a pictures of yourself in your profile so you can start attracting those customers and they know who to look for when they come to the dealership. Next, write some content that's worth reading. I kind of touched on that with the hashtags, but underneath, like making sure that if you are showing a vehicle or you are showing the benefits or you are building value, why are you awesome to deal with? Why is your product awesome? Start building that relationship. Write some content that's worth reading. Making sure that really hits home, especially with algorithm changes that happen on Instagram. They happen on Google all the time. They're happening on Facebook. Great content seems to win every single time. So make sure that you're writing valuable content that remains, because if you put a post out right now, somebody might pick it up a year from now. But the point is to do it right now. So again, link in the bio, hashtags, making sure that you have a hashtag. Use your city and location. There's a way that you can reverse engineer hashtags too. So even looking up what common tags are in your location so you can specifically start to target that. And that's more advanced stuff. We'll get into it after. But making sure that you're actually doing it and using it. And let's talk about rookie mistakes. A common rookie mistake is not posting enough. If you're post at least 3 times a week. Like sometimes it can take as little as 5 minutes. If you're really writing some valuable content, maybe it takes hours, but that doesn't seem to be like too much time taken out of your day. Average car salespeople, that a survey that I've taken from, when they're delivering a car and going on a test drive, happen to work less than, and these are their own numbers that they're giving me, like 3.5 hours a day. You have tons of time to do this. If you're too busy, then this isn't for you. Like if you're too busy selling too many cars, this definitely isn't for you. This isn't for everybody. Using Instagram is for somebody who has some time, who's probably on Instagram already, who continues to wonder why they're not generating leads or how to use this social media as a tool to their advantage, not just as something that eats time during the day because you're bored waiting for that next customer to come in. How nice would it be when your manager asks you what the heck you've done today, that you can go to them and say, I've did these 3 posts. Like start interacting with people. So it can be on like in the comments and stuff too, and you can show them, here's the comments, here's the leads that I'm generating, here's how I'm building value in myself, the store, the dealership. Like it gives you something to do and some validation to be at the store rather than just being there, because we all know what that's like, just being there, and it sucks. So making sure that you're posting enough, that's a rookie mistake. I came across an account the other day where I was looking, and another rookie mistake would be posting that you're doing drugs. Like that's probably a really good way to get fired, as well as it never ceases to amaze me the things that people post at work. So probably don't do that as well. Anyway, I just wanted to drop in real quick and say, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you leave a comment. It's for more information. I'm doing my own 30-day challenge myself for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, where I have a 30-day challenge going on, challenging myself right now to come out with content for all of them for 30 days straight. So make sure you leave a comment below. Go to Maverick Automotive, search around. Let me know what you think of this. I want to bring you guys more information more often, but that's tailored to you. So I'm going to be talking about actionable items that you can do. Sometimes I find it frustrating when I go to look, or when I did selling cars and looking at how to use all these tools, and there was nothing really out there that really was tailored to like specifically do this to generate leads and sell cars. So that's what I'm bringing you. If you have any questions, please leave a like, a comment, please share this. That would really help me out. MaverickAutomotive.com. Check it out. See you next time. Happy selling and have a great weekend.